Hello everyone. Today our new theme is Human Resource Management. So, what is human resources? Do you have an idea? Okay, today we'll learn about the human resources management. Human resources is the set of individuals who make up the workforce of an organization, business sector, or economy. Human capital is sometimes used synonymously with human resources, although human capital typically refers to a more narrow view. Likewise, other terms sometimes used include manpower, talent, labor, and simply people. What is human resource management? This is a question for you. Human resources management is the function within an organization that focuses on the recruitment, management, and providing direction for the people who work in an organization. The Human Resource Management Department members provide the knowledge, necessary tools, training, administrative services, coaching, legal and management advice, and talent management oversight that the rest of the organization needs for successful operation. There are some steps of human resource management. The first one is attraction, then selection, the third step training, then assessment and rewarding. Human resource management functions are also performed by line managers who are directly responsible for the engagement, contribution, and productivity of their reporting staff members. In fully integrated talent management system, the managers play a significant role in and take ownership responsibility for the recruitment process. They are also responsible for the ongoing development and retention of superior employees. Organizations also perform human resource management functions and tasks by outsourcing various components to outside suppliers and vendors. So there are some systems of human resource management. Now we will learn about them. First one is time and attendance, then payroll, the manager-employee self-service. The next system is application tracking system, online benefit enrollment, performance management, and e-learning. Now you will listen and you will identify what is human resource management is it.
Lesson 10. Human Resource Management. Hello, Mr. Sador. Could you share with your experience while you have worked at the credit union?
Yeah, with pleasure.
Okay, what do you feel while leading your staff?
I felt great responsibility because we used others' resources.
How did you manage the personnel?
Each personnel had his or her own duties. That's why the appropriate established scheme of management made long before us facilitated our work.
And what points were rather difficult?
It's amazing, but running my own staff was the most difficult.
How did you find out strong and weak sides of your staff?
By means of trials, mistakes, and confessing that I wasn't strong in some aspects of my occupation.
What levels of personnel did you need?
My staff included, of course, young and a little bit passive persons.
What was interesting while managing?
Surely the result and achieve targets.
And what should labor union do, really?
Be always aware of each member of the staff.
What is your role of remuneration in work process?
For my personnel, material funding had a great significance. But for a while, in my opinion, you should motivate the personnel by other parameters.
How did you develop leadership in you and in your employees?
I learned much about relationships, not studying this subject at all. The personnel improved their knowledge and skills during the process.
What is most important in the prosperity of the company?
Discipline and equal attitude to all the stuff.
Do you think that you were one family while working in group?
No, I can't say.
How would you improve human resource management further?
Let theoretician think of it.
What is your own experience towards the attitude to the personnel?
Encourage and do compliment everyone and every day.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sador.
I hope my experience will assist other people.
What is the importance of human resources management? The first one, employer, then training, employer recruitment, rewarding, business values, success and strategic objectives. Debates about the importance of human resources management occur daily in workplaces. Some employees regard human resource as the policing, traumatizing arm of executive management. These employers see human resource staff as gatekeepers, people who hold little interest in employee concerns. They also see human resource staff as supporting managers, not regular employees. They attribute nefarious goals and motivate to human resource staff and talk about why they hate human resources. Part of the problem is that human resource has to balance the interest of 5 different stakeholders so employees can feel their interests are ignored. And human resource need to do a better job of tooting its own horn and educating staff about what they are contributing. A good human resource department is critical to an employer in which employees are energized and engaged. Here's some the reasons why. The first reason, human resource monitors the culture. They owns the overall talent management process. Human resource is responsible for the recruiting of a superior workforce. Human resource recommends market-based salaries and develops an overall strategic compensation plan. Human resource researchers recommends and implements employee benefits programs that attract and retain your best employees. Human resource is responsible for recommending and instituting strategies for people and the organization that further the attainment of the organization's strategic goals. Human resource makes sure that workplace activities, events, celebration, ceremonies, field trips, and team building opportunities are occurring. Human resource advocates for employers who have issues or conflict with management and coaches, managers and executives who seek a more effective approach to working with particular employees. There are some qualifications of people, there are some qualities of successful human resource manager. First of all, the manager will be knowledge and experience in human resource. They will be communicator, presenter, leader, approachable, time management and self-discipline, delegator, decision maker, business acumen, trust advisor. People management. So the first of all, you attract people, then you educate them, then training, then motivate them, empower and reward. They belong to each other. Now we have some videos about human resource management. Let's watch and know what is right for you. Why do we choose human resources?
Understanding how to manage human resources will be key to your success as a business leader. Believe it or not, many business people with great business strategies, plans, and products fail because they do not fully grasp the importance of human resource management. Thomas J. Watson, the founder of IBM, said, "You can get capital and erect buildings, but it takes people to build a business." Managers use a lot of words to describe how valuable people are to their organizations. Human resources, human capital, intellectual assets, and talent all imply that people play a vital role in business success. No matter what part of the business you're dealing with, whether it's figuring out where to put a new plant, designing a new product, formulating your strategy, or developing a cost structure, every single business issue ultimately becomes a people issue. At the heart of it, you've got to have people with the right skills, opportunities, and motivation to face those challenges and achieve business success. This is the essence of human resource management, to manage people in a way that drives business success. To drive success, human resource management involves a wide variety of activities, including analyzing a company's competitive environment and designing jobs so the company's strategy can be successfully implemented. This in turn requires selecting the right people, developing their skills to meet strategic objectives, and motivating them toward a common goal. So, if you enjoy bringing people together for a common purpose, coaching and training people to succeed in an organizational setting, and making sure people are properly rewarded and recognized for the work they do, then human resource management may be the career for you. To provide additional insight on whether HR management is the career for you, we've gone out to ask some experienced managers questions about why they chose HR as a career. We got some pretty interesting answers. What do you love about HR?
I love the variety in HR. I am an HR generalist, which means I work in organizational talent, in training, in hiring, in recruiting. I work in organizational structure, helping to reorganize companies and restructure them or bring in companies that are being acquired.
It's actually an interesting field. I had a great mentor once that talked about why he went into the field of OB and HR after doing undergraduate work in finance. And something resonated really well with me. Basically, it said that no matter what business or organizational issue you're dealing with, that could be entering a new market, that could be designing a product, that could be solving some analytical challenge or technical challenge, every single business issue or organizational issue ultimately becomes a people issue. At the heart of it, you've got to have someone with the right skills, capabilities to face that challenge. And so it's how do you find those people? How do you get them into the right roles? How do you motivate them? How do you help manage and unleash their performance? But ultimately, every business issue is a people issue. And the one function, HR and OB, is one that touches every aspect related to people.
There are so many reasons why I love the field of human resources. And it's actually hard to sort of figure it out. And if I go back to what drew me into the field of human resources, it's really sports. I was a big jock in school. I played 3 sports in high school. I played 2 in college. And everything I loved about sports, I find, is translatable to the world of organizations, such as organizing to win. Just as when you're on a team and you got to try to figure out what's the right way that we can organize the skills and talents we have to achieve our goal. The same thing is true in an organization. When you're in organization development and human resources, you're getting a chance to figure out how do we assemble the people and the resources and the assets we have to win in the markets that we want to win in, to put the best people in the best roles that amplify their skills and their strengths. And so I found over the years, the more I got into human resources, the more I loved it, because everything I loved about sports is what I loved about human resources.
Why would you want to work in HR?
I knew ever since I was an undergrad that I wanted to go into consulting, and I knew I really wanted to go into consulting around leadership development, executive coaching, organizational behavior, and organizational design, because in my experience, having had jobs through high school and through college, I knew most of the challenges in an organization were with the people. Organizations have figured out how to make products. They haven't figured out how to rally people around a cause.
Of course, HR is a fun and exciting area to work in, but what will you get from studying organizational behavior and human resource management in school? What skills will you develop to help effectively manage people and drive business success? What do I get from studying HR?
I think the advantage is that we've actually been trained with people who have spent time in this field, leaders in this field, thought leaders in the field of human resources, organizational development, organizational design. You have a chance then to put those theories into practice when you go out into the field.
The great thing about OB HR coursework is that it will make anybody in any profession more successful. In fact, we've done a study at General Mills of the things that derail a person's career, and it's usually the OB HR competencies that are the great derailers. So even if I'm planning to be a finance director or a marketing VP, if I learn about the HR skills, communication, collaboration, innovation, understanding the organization, being empathetic and listening to the organization, all those things that HR has kind of an upper hand in, it will make anybody's career more successful.
What is the most useful skill you learned from studying HR?
So for me, it hasn't necessarily been a skill that's been most useful for me in my work. It's been a mindset. And the reason I say that is because the mindset that people have when they're dealing with a talent is that if people aren't doing something right, it's a motivation issue. And, these lazy people, or I have the wrong people in the job. But a lot of times there are mechanisms set up within an organization. So the structure can influence, processes can influence why people aren't successful. But they'll look at people as, shame on them, they're not doing the right thing. But the really, really interesting and fascinating thing, and the mindset I think you have to have, is to look at an organization as a system and look at how things are influencing that system. Because so many times you'll figure out that it's that system, it's not the individual that's creating the outcome. And if you can change the system, the individual within the system will change as well.
The theory and skills you'll obtain while studying organizational behavior and human resource management are pretty valuable. They'll help you think more holistically, to push against the status quo and question existing assumptions. They'll help you examine organizations as systems and be able to change dysfunctional systems to ensure that people and organizations are aligned toward success. But such competencies are not only important for HR managers, they are vital for all people working in organizations. How do you know if HR is the right career for you?
So this is about human resource management. Thank you for your attention.